Hello, my name is Philippe and I'm a student from Aruba and I'm here with...
Melissa, and I'm from Germany.
And today we're going to be looking at some of the typical Dutch stereotypes which you may encounter when you live here and some that maybe we've come across ourselves. Well, I think the first one I've very much come to encounter a lot is that the Dutch are very punctual. If they tell you they're going to be somewhere at 1400, they will be there like 5 minutes before already, just kind of waiting for you to show up. And God forbid you're a minute late, because then you're very tardy.
For example, when you're late to a lecture by just 1 minute, you will get locked out of the classroom. You're not entering.
Yeah, maybe another one is when they buy or when they have some clothing that looks very nice on them, and you give them a compliment for it. So, oh no, very very nice clothing. They're like, thank you, it was on sale. I bought it at Kringloop at a thrift store, and it was very cheap. So it's very nice though.
Another stereotype would be that everyone bikes everywhere, no matter the weather or the time that it takes to get anywhere. So be prepared when you come here to train your biking skills.
Yeah, and to continue on the weather thing, the Dutch weather isn't always the nicest. It can rain, but that's not going to stop your plans. If a little bit of a drizzle is going to get in the way of what you have planned for today, you are not Dutch. I mean, you should be able to withstand it, which I think is very fair. I think you shouldn't let a little rain stop you from having fun. And I think that's something nice that the Dutch do.
As an international, sometimes I try to speak Dutch, and it happens that the Dutch person that I'm trying to speak with then realizes, oh, that person does not speak Dutch very well. I'm switching back to English. That hurts sometimes, I gotta say. But don't let that deter you from, trying to speak Dutch.
No, I think a positive stereotype as well, though, is that the Dutch are very nice. They're always very helpful when you ask them a question, and they're just overall very friendly. So once you're here, don't be hesitant to ask any questions if you're having trouble getting around the city, if you're having trouble getting around the store, or just getting familiar with the country. You can stop basically any Dutch person on the street, and they'd be more than happy to help you. So I don't know, I think they're very friendly.
One more thing would be the food, I think. We have to talk about this. So it's criminal. Dutch people love fried food. Anything that you can fry will be fried.
Not a bad thing. I think the fried food's great, personally. I love frikandels. They're great. I love eating the bitterballen. Ooh, you need to try bitterballen. They're so good.
As a vegetarian, I cannot give any comment to that, but usually Dutch people do try a lot of different things with food, especially in Holland. We have the Foods and Commerce and Technology study, and they try to make vegetarian options for all these Dutch foods that they have. And I've tried some and they're really good, even though they're fried.
The Dutch are very social people, and I really like that.
Yes, they have a lot of student and study associations, and it's very common to be part of that, which is, I think, pretty unique for this country. And it's normal to get together for dinners or go out together very often. So if you're a social person, the Netherlands is perfect for you.
Yeah, I mean, there's a difference between a study and a student association as well. A study association you'll find at the schools in Holland has a lot of study associations as well, per faculty and per study. And those are meant to sort of get you to socialize with each other and also actually help your career. So if you're interested in getting to know people, which of course is important as an international, I definitely suggest joining a study association because they organize excursions, both the companies here in the Netherlands, but also foreign excursions occasionally. And they also organize the socializing events for you to get to know new people.
One more stereotype I would say is that Dutch people love to save money. So whether it's online on Marktplaats, for example, which is kind of like a reselling platform, and the same goes for when you're going out for groceries. There's always some discount going on, and Dutch people love to get those.
Yeah, I think another thing to go off of that stereotype, a recommendation would be to download Tikkie, because let's say if you buy something with someone else and it was a shot or something at a bar, and it was €3, you are gonna get that Tikkie for €1.50. You are. Like they're gonna send it, and they have no shame in it, which understandable. But yeah, download Tikkie and be ready to send. I remember I once sent the Tikkie for like 50 cents. So I mean, perfectly understandable, but I was like, I could have just covered you next time as well. But, you know, difference in culture. But overall, that's also very nice. Another thing is that a stereotype is that the public transport is always something you have the right to complain about. I mean, with the amount that you pay to get on the train and the amount of taxes that go towards the trains and the metros, whenever one of them falls out, you are fully in your right to complain about it. Even though it's still one of the most efficient public transport systems in all of Europe, if that train is 1 minute delayed, NS is going to get all the flame for it. They are going to be absolutely tarnished by whoever's missing that train. I think we should round it off by saying, yeah, all in all, the Netherlands is a great country, I believe, personally. And I think the Dutch are lovely people to be with. So, you know, when you do come here, do feel free to absolutely socialize with everyone. You know, the Dutch are very kind and will definitely accept you with open arms. So if you're more interested to find out more about either the study associations or student associations, you could likely find them on Inholland's websites. Again, depends per faculty, but most of them do have a study association. And if you'd like to know more just about how the Dutch culture is, feel free to pass by for one of our open days or open evenings. Then you can ask more questions, not just about the Dutch people, but also about the study itself. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.